Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger, and my friends, the march to Season 3 of Dragon Ball FighterZ gets ever closer. And with that in mind, we're going to be looking at what was an old conspiracy theory, now that we get closer to Season 3, starts to make a lot more sense. Now, what is this conspiracy theory, you might ask? Well, it has to do with the simple and noble Z stamp of all things, and how it might point us to exactly what kind of and how many kinds of DLC we can expect for Season 3 of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Well, what exactly is this conspiracy? Well, since all conspiracy theories are inherently a little bit spooky, let's explain it to you on this installment of Dragon Ball FighterZ Unsolved Mysteries. So what just is the Z-Stamp conspiracy theory? So if we go to our Z-Stamp menus here, that is Z-Stamps, and hey, we got all sorts of things we can set up, right? So if we go into the Z-Stamps themselves, hey, look at all these crazy things, right? There's a million of them. But if we look at the end of the Season 2 DLC, because it is ordered in the DLC numbers here, so here we are, this would be getting close to Season 1, that's where you see like Broly and Bardock, all that kind of stuff. And as we get down here, oh, there's Janemba, there's Gogeta, there's, Broly, right? And then we have a lot of the holiday stuff here. So Halloween, Christmas, all that kind of stuff, right? But if we look at the end of the Z-Stamp numbers here, because they all are numbered, you might notice the end of Season 2 is 228. So this is Broly Z-Stamps. This is the end of Season 2. And the first holiday one here, this is a Halloween holiday one, is 250. And you might notice there's a large numeric gap there. That gap is not present anywhere else. So we can go right from number 1, and it will be every single number without any skips until the end of the Season 2, showing the Broly stamps here. And much the same with the holiday stamps, 250 all the way here to 289. There is no gaps in that. So it is just here between the end of Season 2 and the beginning of the holiday stamps. So in this gap, it is a gap of 22, just in case you're not counting along here. And what can we make of those numbers? Well, the thing is here with the DLC characters, for the most part, each DLC character has 1, 2, 3, 4 stamps, 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 and so on, right? All the DLC characters have 4 stamps, except for Android 17, who only gets 3 stamps, and Cooler, who only gets 3 stamps. So what can we make of this now that we know the DLC characters get either 4 or 3 stamps? So if we take this number of 22 and divide it exactly by 4, so assuming the new DLC characters of Season 3 each have 4 stamps, well, we get an uneven number. We get 5.5, right? And I don't think they'll be releasing 5.5 characters, right? I don't think there's a half character in this game, so I don't think that's happening, right? But if we start, mixing and matching with the numbers here, some 4, some 5, we can come to this mathematical conclusion at the very least. Once again, knowing that 22 is our number here between the gap between the DLCs and the holiday stamps, then we can assume then 4 characters with 4 stamps each and 2 characters with 3 stamps each, and that comes out to exactly, hey, 22. So that is the stamp conspiracy. So we have exactly 22 slots between the DLC characters and the holidays, and hey, they gotta fill them with something, right? And this, in essence, is a way to kind of guesstimate how many characters we will have for Season 3. So once again, if we have 4 characters with 4 stamps and 2 characters with 3 stamps, we have exactly 22. Thus, the logic would dictate, hey, we're gonna have 6 characters for Season 3. Now, I suppose you can argue any certain amount of combinations, right? What if every character only gets 1 stamp and we have 22 characters? Well, no, probably not, right? Season 2 had 6 characters, thus, hey, stands to reason Season 3 will also have 6 characters. And the math on the stamps check out, especially because, once again, we know there's a couple characters that only get 3 stamps, and other characters only get 4, so hey, that is the inherent logic of the situation. Now, hey, we also have, the plain old character select screen. And you might say, well, rooflemonger, going by the screen itself, there's really only room for 4 characters. Character here, a character here, and all of a sudden on the other side with this very slow scrolling cursor here, a character here, and a character here. Well, that is not necessarily how I think it's going to work out, because once again, it doesn't really line up with the stamp knowledge we now have. And conversely, just because of the data mining we now have already had, we do know that potentially this screen might be changing in Season 3. There's a lot of artwork that looks like it's artwork for a versus screen, and hey, this is where we go. So they might completely just rejigger how the whole character select screen works. And that said, icons just over here in the corner where you can't really select them so good, it's just not a good look. I don't think that is exactly how this is going to turn out. So hey, conspiracy theory talk, crazy talk? Well, of course, I said that as much at the start of the video. Of course it is. This isn't proof. This is just an idea of something to look forward to. So does this mean, is this a hard fact in the end? Of course not. This is reading numbers on stamps in the game, right? So it's not hard proof of nothing. But still, it's not nothing, right? It is something to look at and something to keep in consideration with everything we know. So we will only officially know how many characters and all the characters and all that kind of stuff for Season 3 when we actually get there. But for now, speculation is what we gotta do. And speculation, hey, that's what this is. So let me know what you think about this crazy conspiracy theory. And I guess that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.